Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. So for today's video, I have decided to do another beauty video and I'm going to be putting one brand in particular to the test. As you can see from the title, this video is going to be a full face of Glossier. Now, Glossier is a brand that I have come to love very quickly in a short space of time, and I know a lot of other people have as well, but there's also a lot of curiosity surrounding it too, like what the products are and how they work and like the kind of makeup you can achieve with the products. So I thought I would film a full face of Glossier so you guys can see like how the products work, what I think of them, like how they look on someone rather than just like on a picture on the website, if that makes sense. So if you want to see what a full face of Glossier makeup looks like, keep watching, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I have a massive bag here full of Glossier. So if you've never seen this before, Glossier products come in these little pouches. So if you order it online, as well as going to the pop-up store in London or New York, or I think there's one in LA as well, the products always come in these little pink pouches, which are great because they seal up and you can use them for travel really, because you could just pop everything you wanted in a little pouch and then seal it up and you're good to go. Okay, so I've got all my products out like just behind me here. They're just on my bed, so they're like out of shot a little bit, I guess. Okay, so I've pulled you guys in as close as I can get my tripod to my bed without it falling over. So hopefully with this rather close angle you can see what I'm doing and see what everything looks like as I do it. So the first thing I'm actually going to start with, I'm going to start with primer, so it's got time to soak into my skin before I put on like face makeup and everything. And for primer, I'm going to be using the Future Dew from Glossier. Now this is like marketed as a skincare product, but a lot of like beauty YouTubers and beauty gurus and stuff, they really recommend this product as a makeup primer. Now I have actually tried Future Dew as a makeup primer before and I absolutely love what it does. It sits under your foundation and it just gives a bit of a glow from within. So that's what the bottle looks like. So it's like an iridescent effect on the bottle, which I absolutely love. Just got a little pump. This is an oil serum hybrid, so this is labelled as skincare, so they advertise it as the last step of your skincare. Now I personally prefer it as a primer rather than a final step skincare product, so that's how I'm going to be using this in this video. I'm just going to pump some of this onto the back of my hand and just put it all over my face basically. Okay, so that's the Future Dew all rubbed into my skin. I don't know if you can like see it already, but can you see a bit of a glow that's going on like on the side of my cheek right there? Like this stuff literally leaves your skin glowy like as soon as you put it on. Like I'm actually obsessed with it. I absolutely love Future Dew. I think it's probably one of my favourite products from Glossier. And I know that as soon as this runs out, I'm going to have to get another one straight away because I can't be without it. So now that my face is primed, I'm going to go on to doing my eyes, because I always do my eyes first in case I make a mistake and then I can easily clean it up without ruining face makeup. I know everyone has their own order for doing their makeup. I just always have done my eyes first. So for my eyes, we have a couple of options. So Glossier have a few options for eyeshadow. The first one, which is probably the most well-known option, are the lid stars. So I have two of them. I have a lid star in the shade Fawn and in the shade Cub, and then they also have, as part of the Glossier Play collection, they have these glitter gelée. I think I'm saying that right. It's like a glitter pot basically. I'll get it out in a second. I've got mine in the shade Bijou. Hopefully I'm saying that right as well. So the glitter one, if I can get it out, it's just like a little pot like that basically. Like hopefully you can see that, but it's like a glitter pot basically. So you just dab your finger into the glitter and then just put it on your eyes. There's all like different textures in there, so there's some bigger pieces of glitter, some smaller. I know it looks really greeny like in the pot right there, but it doesn't go on like that. I have actually used this once or twice before and it looks like almost greeny, but it doesn't do that to your eyes. I think it's just the fact that it's all concentrated in the pot together. So I think for this I'm going to go in with the Lid Star in the shade Fawn, and then I might put some of the glitter gelée over the top so you can see what they look like. So before I do that, I'll just show you what Cub looks like in case you've never seen it before. So this is what they look like. So they're in like a little tube like this, and then you just unscrew it at the top, and then a little doe foot applicator like comes out, so the product is on the top of the doe foot, if you can see it. So Cub is a rose gold shade. I absolutely love this colour, and all of the Lid Stars have the same like setup, so it's like the little tube and then the doe foot applicator, so that just goes back in like that basically. So Fawn looks like that, so it's a little bit more on the less of a rose gold, but like it's on the more smoky side of things, I'd say. It's a bit more like silvery, a bit more muted, that kind of thing. I'm just gonna take the doe foot, like if you can see that. Yeah, I'm just gonna take some of this and just dab it onto my eyes like that. Literally just as easy as that. And then all I've got to do is just blend it out with my finger. So it probably looks really scary at this point because I've literally just put like an almost grey colour onto my eyes, like straight off. Don't be alarmed, it comes out like that, but as soon as you start blending it with your finger, it like blends out to a really subtle wash of colour, which is like the whole ethos of Glossier. So I'm just going to quickly blend this out. So as you can see, look, now I've blended that out just using my index finger. What started off as like a really striking and almost scary looking colour has just blended out to just a nice sheen wash of colour. But obviously you can blend it out to like your own individual taste. If you want the colour to be stronger, just blend it out less. I just like blending these out on my finger. I could use a brush, but I found that blending it with my finger just works better. So it's just a very subtle like sheen wash of colour almost. And then to go over the top, I'm just going to put some of the glitter gelée on top. I wouldn't normally do this, but I want to show you guys as many Glossier products as I can. So I've just opened it back up. So I'm just going to dab my finger on the top. So hopefully, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but even though it looks almost greeny in there, it's not like that on the thing. So I'm just going to quickly put some of this over the top. Can you see that? Like, can you see the glitter if I like turn my head a little bit towards the light? I love this. I think these glitters are really nice. I actually want to get another one at some point in another colour. So yeah, I can definitely recommend these. If you like glitter and you like having glitter on your eyes, you'll really like these glitter gelées. So definitely check them out on the website. I think there's like 4 different colours you can get, but I just went for Bijou at the time that I was at Glossier, so hopefully you can see like what that looks like a little bit better. So that's eyeshadow done for now, but the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do some eyeliner because I cannot be without eyeliner. And for this I'm going to be using the Pro Tip eyeliner from Glossier. This is in the shade Black because black eyeliner is just my favourite. I absolutely love this eyeliner. I've been using this for a couple of months now and there's no going back. I don't think I'll be purchasing another eyeliner for the foreseeable future. I absolutely love it. So the packaging looks like that. So it's just very simple, quite classy in a way that it's not too over the top. So it's just got Glossier there and then it just says Pro Tip just there. What I like about this is that it's got all the qualities of a liquid eyeliner in the fact that it's really black. It's a really crisp line if you like take your time and do it right, but it's a pen, and pen tip eyeliners are my personal favourite. I just think they're really easy to work with and to do the eyeliner with. It's my personal favourite way of doing it. So yeah, it's a pen tip, but it's got all the good qualities of a liquid eyeliner. So I'm actually going to do my eyeliner off camera real quick because concentration face is real and yeah, it's not the most attractive. So I'm going to quickly do my eyeliner off camera and then I will come back to you. Okay, so that's my eyeliner done. That actually didn't take me too long. Sometimes with eyeliner it's a little bit unpredictable. If I mess up or whatever, it takes me a while to fix it, but I actually managed to get it all in one take pretty much. This is definitely my stronger eye when it comes to eyeliner. I don't know why, I can always just get this one to go better. But as you can see, it's really, really black. It goes on really, really easily. Like you're not having to press really hard to get the like the colour to come out. Another thing with this, once it's on and it's dried, it does not budge. This stuff does not move. I've worn it so many times, like even with like hay fever allergies going on. Like I've worn it to a concert and like cried, and I've got home and there's still, like, you can still see a flick on my eyes. It does not come off. So if you want a long lasting eyeliner, I can definitely recommend the pro tip. It literally just does not budge. So that's eyeliner done. So naturally, the next thing that I'm going to do is pop some mascara on over the top of that. And Glossier do have a mascara offering, thank God for that. And it is in the form of the Lash Slick Film Form Mascara. So the box looks like that. I've got mine in the shade just in the black one. I don't think they actually do another colour of this. I think it literally just is Lash Slick, like this is the only form it comes in. So it's just a classic black mascara. Again, same as the pro tip, the packaging feels really like quite classy and like grown up, if that makes sense, because it's just pink with Glossier there and then just Lash Slick on the reverse. The actual brush looks like that. So instead of it being like a really big fat bushy wand, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, like the spoolie part is quite thin and quite flat, which is unusual for me because normally I like the ones that are like really big or like aren't as thin as this, but I do like this mascara. Yeah, that's what the like spoolie looks like. So it's quite thin and quite flat, but that doesn't mean it compromises on what it does to your lashes. I can promise you that. So I'm actually, again, I'm going to go and put my mascara on off camera because trying to do mascara into a viewfinder isn't going to end well, and I'll probably end up poking myself in the eye or hitting my nose or doing something ridiculous. So I'm going to quickly do my mascara off camera and then I will come back to you. So there we go. So mascara is on. So if I come in close, it's probably like a really unattractive angle, but you know, hopefully you can kind of see what the mascara has done to my lashes. But I absolutely love Lash Slick. I personally think Lash Slick is a really good bottom lash mascara. Because of the spoolie being so thin, it means you can really get in there and get onto the bottom lashes and like give them a decent bit of length and like some curl to it, if that makes sense. So I do think it's a really good bottom lash mascara as well as a top lash mascara. So the next thing I am going to do before I start with my face, because eyes are now completed except for my eyebrows, which we'll do later, one thing I am going to do before I get into my face makeup is pop on some lip balm. Now Glossier are known for their balm.com. It's probably one of the most famous Glossier products, I think, dare I say it. Loads of people rave about them. I really like them actually. So I've actually got two of these. I've got the birthday cake one, which is just off camera down there, but the one I'm going to use today is the mint one. So it looks like that. So it's just in a little teal green little packaging with a blue tip going on there. I really, really like the packaging. I think it's really, really cute. So yeah, I'm just going to pop some of this on my lips. Okay, so that's the lip balm on. So with the mint one, I probably should have said it before, but it hasn't got a tint to it because some of them, I think the mango one and the berry one have got a tint to them, but the mint one is untinted, which is why I like it, because it means I can just put it on for a layer of moisture. But one thing I do like about the mint one is that it does give a little tingle effect to my lips. So my lips are actually tingling right now. My lips do feel like instantly soft. So yeah, if you need a new lip balm and you want a nice moisturising one, defo get onto these balm.coms. I really, really rate them and they leave your lips feeling really, really moisturised. The next thing I am going to do is I am finally going to pop on some face makeup. So Glossier don't have a foundation as such because they're all about like natural beauty and like no makeup, that kind of vibe. But one thing that I have got is a perfecting skin tint. So basically this is a very, very like minimal coverage, very light. It's not like full coverage, like borderline catfish kind of effect. This is just a little tint just to like even out your skin tone a bit, and just give you something but not too much. So I'm just going to get this out. So it looks like that. So it's in a tiny little bottle. So you've just got the G for Glossier there, and then it just looks like that on the front. So yeah, I've got mine in the shade G10, which is like the third in like from the fairest one. I probably am giving the most shit description of that ever, but basically there's like G12, G11 and then G10, G12 being the fairest. This is a pretty good match. I have used this before. It's a pretty accurate match to my skin tone and for me personally. In case anyone's interested, my other colours, I've got shade 5 in Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. I've got NARS Fiji, which is another in the Sheer Glow. I've got that. I'm trying to think what other colours I've got. I'm shade 200 in Fenty Beauty Foundation, both matte and hydrating. In case you're interested of like what colour I picked and what shades I am in other brands, that just gives you a little bit of context. So basically all I'm going to do is just give this a little shake, because it does say to shake it. It says shake and then smooth over moisturised skin with fingertips. So another thing with Glossier is that they don't really use brushes for their products. They do encourage you to like use your fingers. So like I did for the eyeshadow, I literally just dipped my fingers into it and then just got stuck in with it basically. So they don't really like have brushes for their products. They just get you to use your hands and your fingers basically, which is great because it's less stuff to pack, especially if you take any of this stuff traveling. I'm just going to squeeze some onto my forehead and then some onto my cheeks, if I can see what I'm doing, and then a little bit onto my chin, and then I am just going to blend that out using my fingers as per the bottle saying so. So that is the skin tint blended in. So like as I said before, it is a skin tint rather than a foundation. As you can see, like I have got a couple of unwanted visitors on my face and they haven't really been covered up by the skin tint. So I would say that if you do have like some skin issues and if you're like a little bit insecure about them, which is totally normal to be like that, maybe this isn't the best skin product for you if you want something to hide what's underneath and to cover it up. But if you're cool with what's going on with your skin and you just want a barely there coverage like foundation basically, then I would definitely recommend giving this a go. Yeah, I really like the skin tint. It's good for when I just want a really easy makeup day with like minimal effort required, but I've still got something on my face, because it has like evened out my forehead and like my other cheek and stuff. But if you have got like a few issues here, it won't necessarily cover them up, so do bear that in mind before getting this. So now that foundation is on per se, the next thing I am going to do is add some concealer to my face, and this is where you can add that little bit more coverage if you want more coverage, I guess. So Glossier's little concealer offering, as it were, is in the form of stretch concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. I've been using it for quite a while now, and I just think it's really brightening. It's quite a balmy concealer. It's not like really thick and gloopy or anything like that. So it comes in a little pot just like that. So hopefully you can see that. I have mine in the shade G11. So I have the skin tint in G10, and then I went a shade lighter for my concealer. Because I do get some dark circles under my eyes, I generally like to get a lighter shade in my concealer so I can try and brighten up under my eyes. So I went a shade lighter in my concealer, and yeah, I am really happy with it. I've used this for under my eyes before, and it has brightened up my eyes a bit. So I'm just going to put some of this under my eyes on these little buggers that have appeared. And yeah, I'm just going to blend that out again using my fingers, because Glossier are all about you using your hands and your fingers to do your makeup. As you can see, it has managed to brighten up under my eyes just there, which is great, which is like the main reason why I use concealer generally, because dark circles are not my friends. And then I've also put some on like a little blemish here and here, and it has added some more coverage, which is great. Put some concealer onto like targeted areas like I have done here, and it will give you that little bit more coverage that you want. So I can definitely recommend the stretch concealer, and I know a lot of people that use it and love it as well. So the next thing that I am going to do is I'm going to add some colour back into my face now, and I'm going to be doing that in the form of some blusher. Now Glossier have a rather unique blusher offering, and it's in the form of cloud paint. Now this is a very, very unique product. I have never seen anything like cloud paint before I found this. I absolutely love it. So it's essentially a liquid blusher. So you squeeze it onto your finger and just dab it onto the apples of your cheeks and then blend it out. I actually have 3 of these. So these are the 3 that I have. So I've got Puff up here, which is just a classic like pink blusher. I've got Beam here, which is a peachy blush. And then I've got Storm at the bottom, which is a much more like berry toned, it's a much more intense blusher compared to the top 2. I've used all 3 of them at various points since I've bought them, but my personal favourite is Beam. I just think it gives a really, really nice almost sun-kissed glow. Whenever I've worn it, people always said that I look like not healthy, but it's like I've got a good glow to my skin, and they just always comment on it. So I'm going to use Beam today, which is the more peachy toned one, and it is my personal favourite out of the 3. I just think it goes with my skin tone really, really nicely. Comes in a little box like this, so it's a tiny, tiny little, it almost looks like acrylic paint. Like, I know it's called cloud paint, and the description of it is seamless cheek colour. So again, the whole natural thing, seamless, you're getting the picture right now at this point, I'm gathering. So yeah, it looks like that on the front. So it's just got cloud paint there, and then the colour and everything, and then on the back it's just got Glossier and then some of the like boring stuff that it has to have. These remind me of like the little poster paints that I used to get and used to use in school. It literally looks like a tube of paint that you'd like squeeze into a little palette and then like dip your brush into. Yeah, I absolutely love them. I think the packaging is just so, so cute. So I am just going to put some of this onto my index finger. A fair warning with using cloud paints, you don't need a lot. Like a little goes a long way. I was using the Storm one, the dark coloured one once, and I made that mistake by accident. I was just squeezing the bottle and loads came out, and I was like, shit, what am I going to do? And I tried to blend it out, and I literally looked almost terrifying. So you don't need a lot with this. So if you just see, look, like that, I barely squeezed it and like some product came out. So that's what it looks like. In case you're interested, that's what it looks like when it comes out of the bottle. So I'm just going to put this onto the apples of my cheeks and then just blend it out using my middle finger and my index finger. Now the beauty with this, because you like are putting it on like from a liquid form, is that you can put on like as little or as much as you want. So that's just like one tiny little layer of it, and it's just giving me a little something to my cheeks. But if you want a bit more of an obvious blush to your face, you can just add more. So I am going to add a little bit more to each side, because I do like it to be a bit more noticeable. So I do like the fact that it is versatile in that sense, because you literally can just do your own thing with it and give yourself like the blush effect and look that you want. So that is the blusher on. Again, with the whole idea of Glossier, it is quite subtle rather than obvious, but like I said, the beauty of it, that it's a liquid, you literally can just put on as much or as little as you want to for the desired effect that you're after. But I will say a little goes a long way, and you don't need loads and loads to get a decent effect on your face. So hopefully you can see that there's just a bit of a peachy glow to my cheeks, hopefully. I absolutely love cloud paint. I think along with the Future Dew primer that I used at the start of this video, I think cloud paints are probably one of my other top products from Glossier. Like I said, I've never really seen anything like it before. There is a decent colour range. There's a pink one, there's a peach one, there is a more nudie one for like fairer skin tones. There's a really like berry deep pink one that I do want to get my hands on at some point. But I really like cloud paint. I just think it's really unique, and it is a bit of fun that you just get your hands involved, like tapping away at your face. I do enjoy putting it on. So yeah, I can definitely recommend cloud paint if you're after a new blusher. So the next thing I'm going to do now that blusher is on my face is I'm going to add some highlight. And highlight is one of my favourite makeup products to do. I just love adding that glow. One highlighter that Glossier do, they actually have two. They have, I think it's the Halo Scope highlighter, which is like a stick one. But the one that I'm actually going to use today is from the Glossier Play range, and it's the Night Shine Highlighter Concentrate. So it looks like this in the bottle. Now, my friend Jess, who I went to the Glossier pop-up with in February, I think it was now. It's been a little while, but you know, lockdown life, can't go anywhere. So it has been a while since I was last at Glossier. She actually had this and recommended it to me and was like, just swatch it on your hand and see what you think of it. And I was like, whoa, okay, I see what you mean. It is intense. Like when they say highlighter concentrate, like they mean it, guys. It's really strong. So I've got mine in the shade Platinum Rose, which is the second one in. So there's the fairer shade, which I can't remember the name of. I think Opal might be in there somewhere, but I might be wrong. Then Platinum Rose is the second one, which is what I've got. And then there's two other ones which are more on the bronzy and like deeper skin tone kind of spectrum, I guess. So there is a shade for everyone out there. I personally love the Platinum Rose. I'm really happy with the one that I actually got for myself. So it looks like this. So looking at it, you're thinking, Christ, that bottle's tiny. But honestly, you need next to nothing of this to get a glow on your face. Highlighter concentrate, they weren't playing. Little bottle, almost reminds me of like a nail polish bottle in some ways. So it just says Glossier Play on the front there, and then on the back it's just got Night Shine and then highlighter concentrate. That's what the bottle looks like. So just take the lid off, and then you've got almost like another doe foot kind of applicator, but I don't know if you can like see what that looks like, but it's so shimmery, it's gorgeous. So I am just gonna pop some of this onto like the high points of my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, some on my chin. Like, can you see that glow already? Like, I haven't even blended that out yet, but it's so good. So, like, I don't know if you can, like, pick up the glow that's going on right there, but I'm absolutely obsessed. Like, I love these highlighters. Like, if you are a liquid highlighter fan, you got to get your paws on this. It's so good, and I can promise you, you will absolutely love it. In terms of face makeup, I'm basically done because Glossier don't actually have a bronzer yet, I believe. They only really have like blusher and highlight. They haven't got like a liquid bronzer or anything, which I think that would be an absolute genius product. So can they get onto that, please? Because I would happily use a liquid bronzer or a bronzer stick or something similar. I think again, it's just with the whole like natural no makeup ethos thing they've got going on. So yeah, that is my face makeup essentially done. So now that my face is basically done, the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. long time coming. I know I've waited so long to do my eyebrows. So the first product that I'm going to use, because I've actually got two products to do my brows with from Glossier, because Glossier are known for their eyebrow products. They're some of the most famous things about the brand. So the first product I'm going to use is the Brow Flick. I've got mine in the shade brown. You can get it in black, brown and blonde, I believe. I think there's 3 colours. So again, similar theme to the eyeliner and the mascara. Very simple packaging, except this time it's white, so there's just Glossier there, and then like the colour and everything, and then Brow Flick on the other side. Now, like eyeliner, this is a pen. It's basically a pen for your eyebrows. Absolute genius. Again, I haven't seen this before. I've seen like powder ones and brow pencils and pomades and things like that, but I've never seen a pen to do your eyebrows with before until I found Brow Flick. So definitely a new thing for me to get my head around when I first got this. So I am just going to add some shape back into my eyebrows using this pen, just to add like fake hairs, I guess, onto my eyebrows. So I'm just doing some like upward strokes at the front, just to like mimic like brow hairs, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's the initial structure of my eyebrows done. These probably aren't the best brows I've ever done, because doing it into a viewfinder is pretty difficult. Like, I don't know how these beauty YouTubers do it, like, honestly. It's really hard. So I've just added some shape back in and some structure. So I've just got like a bottom line there and then a bit of an arch going on, just filling in a couple of gaps that were there. But this product is so easy to use. Like, if you haven't got many gaps in your eyebrows, if you just need something just to touch them up, I can definitely recommend this, because as it's a pen, you can literally just add in like some fake hair brush strokes with this, just to fill in the gap. The next thing I'm going to do to my eyebrows is I'm actually going to be using probably the most famous product from Glossier to do this, and it's the Boy Brow. Now, this is a grooming pomade for your eyebrows. I actually have 2 versions of this. I've got the brown one to match the brown Brow Flick that I just used, but I've also got it in clear, and I'm going to use the clear one in this video to finish off my eyebrows. So again, same as the Brow Flick, it's very similar packaging, so silver and white. It's just got Glossier there and then Boy Brow on the other side. But this I like to call brow mascara, because if you look at the brush, it is actually like a spoolie type brush. Don't be alarmed by the fact that it looks white, the fact that the product looks white on the spoolie. When it goes onto your eyebrows, it does not leave your eyebrows looking white. Trust me, it's just the fact that it's clear, but it does look white on the spoolie, but it doesn't go on like that. I've used this so many times since I bought it, and I love using Boy Brow to do the whole fluffy brow trend. And whenever I've done fluffy brows using this, I've always had a comment of someone saying that my eyebrows look really good. So I must be doing something right, but this product is amazing, and it's one of the cult products from Glossier that when people go, they generally get this. They do this in 4 colours. So you've got the blonde, the brown, the black, and then the clear. So there is a shade for everyone. So if your eyebrows are really fair, you can just get the clear one, and it'll do something for you. So I am going to attempt to do fluffy brows again, because they're my favourite. So I'm just using like backwards strokes, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how well this is coming up on camera, but hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing. But like I said, even though it looks white on the spoolie, it doesn't set like that on your eyebrows. But what you could always do if you got the clear one is that you could just use it to set your eyebrows. So you don't necessarily have to do like the whole fluffy brows thing. You literally could just swipe it over your eyebrows, just set them in place, because it is like a brow like grooming pomade thing. So you can literally use this for whatever you want, but I personally use it because of how good the spoolie is. I use it to do fluffy brows. I think I'm going to leave it there before they get too crazy. But as you can see, like, there is a bit more of a fluff going on, and not so rigid. Like the hairs are a bit more like protruding and like doing their own thing and fluffy essentially. But yeah, I absolutely love Boy Brow. It's, again, I think along with Cloud Paint and Future Dew, Boy Brow is probably like my third favourite product from Glossier. It's cult basically. Like as soon as that one starts to run out a bit, I'm gonna have to get a new one, because I love having my brows fluffy now and I can't see myself without the Boy Brow anytime soon. And then the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add some lipstick on just to finish everything off. So for lipstick, I'm just going to be using the Glossier Play Vinylic Lip. Hopefully I said that right. It's a high shine lacquer, so this isn't a matte lipstick, this is more of a satiny type finish, and I'm going to be using mine in the shade Pony, I think this is. Yeah, this is in the shade Pony. So it looks like that, so it's a bit like a pen. It's just got Glossier Play and Vinyl Lip on one side, and then Pony there, and like everything at the bottom. So you just take the lid off and it looks like this. So it's like a little cushion, I want to say. And then what you do is you squeeze the bottom like that. Hopefully, I don't want to squeeze it too many times. I don't want too much product to come out, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So you push the bottom and then the product comes out. It's already there on the top, see? So you squeeze the bottom, so you push the bottom, and then the product comes out on the top on the little cushion, and then you just put it on your lips basically. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, that's basically that done. It's really, really simple to use, and it doesn't take long at all to do. I love the colour of this. It's just a nice nudie pink kind of shade, and I do like the fact that it is a cushion. It is quite nice when you put it onto your lips. There's a red, there's a pink, there's a nude. I think there's like an orangey kind of one. So there's only a small shade range, but there is like a classic colour. Like there's a pink, there's a red, nude. You get my drift. So even though the shade range is limited on these, there should hopefully be a colour that you like. Yeah, that's what that looks like. So like it says, it's very high shine. It's not matte at all. So if you don't like lipsticks that aren't matte, you probably won't like this. And that's it. That is my makeup done. So we now have a full face of Glossier makeup all over my face. I really, really hoped you enjoyed seeing that, and I hope it gave you some insight into some Glossier products and how they work and what they look like and everything like that. And I hope it's useful to see what the products look like on someone's face rather than just on a picture on a screen of like the bottle or whatever. I will add a little close-up over this little bit now, just a close-up of the makeup so you can see it a little bit better, because obviously I am a little bit far away. So I'll add a quick close-up over just so you can see what the products look like in a more close-up setting and in more detail. So hopefully you learned something from this video and found it useful in some way. If you did, please leave a comment in the comments below if this video was helpful or useful to you in some way. I really, really hope it is. But thank you for watching. If you got this far, I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, you know the drill by now. Smash a thumbs up for me, come chat to me in the comments, and if you're new around here, I would love it if you could click the subscribe button and stick around for my future videos. One thing I am going to say is that if you liked any of the products that you saw in this video and you want to pick one up for yourself, I actually have a link that will be in the description box, and if you click on that link it will take you to the Glossier website directly, and it will get you 10% off your total order on the Glossier website. So if you want to get anything, use the link in the description box and it will get you some money off basically. Just thought I would plug that now in case you saw something you liked in this video and you are thinking of getting it for yourself. But thank you for watching. I love you all loads, and I will see you all soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.